I'm Paula Gasparini-Santos. I was part of the master's program here at Naropa for specifically the art therapy program. I can't imagine not having this education. Like, this was what I needed, right? Because it was the thing I lacked when I was working in Hawaii. My clients were, sharing all these terrible stories, and I didn't know how to handle that as a clinician. So I knew I needed to get a master's in psychology. I needed to know how to work with myself, and Naropa gave me that. I didn't want to do a standard psych program because I found myself integrating a lot of art in the work I did with the kids. And so I started researching art therapy, and Naropa is really recognized for their art therapy masters. So, even the interview process kind of disclosed that this would be the right program for me. The fact that it wasn't your typical, sit down and tell me why you're qualified for this program. They really cared to know about me as a human, what made me get to where I am today. And then there was also just the symbolic work. Like, we did clay on that first interview and did a whole art therapy process. And I was already learning about myself as I was being interviewed for this program. And how the professors would interact with you, it was very human. It wasn't like a power dynamic of authority. It was just very much like a human being that's gonna be along the journey with me of a hard program, a hard 3-year commitment, and it was an easy choice. I think the most value I got from this education, and now am a therapist, I would say the transpersonal piece. What you learn most is how to be a real human being that's gonna actually help a client. And I would say not only did I experience that, but the classmates that I am still in touch with that are in private practice, they're all very successful. And I think there's reason for that. It's not just because they learned or have a master's, it's because they learned a way of being as a therapist that is unique. And so I think clients really feel the difference of a clinician that isn't, they're preaching, but they're not practicing it. And I really practice what I preach in learning about myself and doing my personal work in my shadows, the places that I still need to heal and grow and develop. And my art is such a huge component to that for myself, more than, therapy or anything else. This is my therapy. My overall mission, I think, as an artist, as a clinician, as a student, as a person, is probably connection, helping people connect more vulnerably, helping people have truer connections, deeper connections, because that's life, right? If we're not connected, we're disconnected, and that's probably what I aim to do the most. If you're drawn to here, there's a reason for it, and it's because something in you resonates with what this institution is. And it's far more a community than it is an institution. And I think that that's important when you're choosing a place to go.